Hi guys, Ruggero here from One Foot in the Door. Today we have a very interesting performance in the movie The Mask, okay, which, as most of you know, well, I assume most of you will know, is an old crazy movie with Jim Carrey, extremely over the top. It was a big thing when I was young, but you know, times change, so I don't know if you heard of it. It's quite fun, okay, but we are not looking at Jim Carrey today. Okay, we are looking at Peter Greene. This was requested by Tyre Ramirez. Thank you so much, Tyre. Tyre generously gave also a little donation to the channel, so thank you so much for that as well. So let's jump right in. We don't think we need too much context. So Peter Greene is just the bad guy. Okay, he's a gangster, and in this scene, well, you'll see what happens. It's quite self-explanatory. Now, the interesting thing to keep in mind is because he's not at all the protagonist, and because Jim Carrey is Jim Carrey at his most Jim Carreyist, okay, in this movie, it really goes over the top. The role that Peter Greene has is that of what we call the straight guy or the straight man. What does that mean? It means in comedy you often have the funny guy and the straight guy who reacts to the funny guy. And a lot of the comedy usually comes from this interaction, not just what the funny guy does. Arguably, Jim Carrey enjoys his performance a lot, and a lot of the movie is based just on his own shenanigans. But especially in this scene, I do think we can see this dynamic between the two of them really work and really play out. So let's start watching, okay?
Tina, get out of here! Get lost! Okay, Twinkle Toes. I want to know what my money is, and I want to know right now.
Okay. You've got 17.5% in T-bills amortized over the fiscal year. 8% in stocks and bonds. Carry the 9 to buy.
Okay, check out his reaction here. Okay, so this is a big comedy, okay, but obviously he's more real as a character than Jim Carrey's. And yet, it's interesting how he does that with the eyes. Like, you can't quite believe what's happening. And he is totally believable and funny. I think he makes the scene funny because we see his reaction to this craziness that is happening in front of him. So we sympathize, we connect with his character, and we actually find it funnier because we have this connection.
By the gross national product. Fortunately, funeral bouquets are deductible.
Ice this deadbeat! Shoot him!
Hi, 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 hi.
Thank you very much.
You got me, partner. Hold me closer in. It's getting dark.
From now on, it's all a game of reactions for Peter. A great actor knows how to give good reactions, okay? That is literally one of the secrets, if you like, of screen acting, like being able to give those believable, interesting, and usable reactions that the editor can then splice in whenever needed. And that's exactly what he does here.
Tell Annie M to little yell her out.
Tell Tawny Tim I won't be coming home this Christmas. Tell Scarlett I do give a damn. Pardon me.
And this is it. So check out, focus on Peter's reactions in this little section here.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me. You're not going anywhere.
And that's it. Now, what I think is really funny about that is that this is a obviously completely ridiculous thing that it's happening. It doesn't make any sense, and it uses the fact that this is a movie to create this break of the fourth wall. So the fact that this character, the way Peter Greene has established him as, you know, the bad guy, someone quite straight, quite angry, passionate, but, you know, definitely a straight guy. And he's so embarrassed all of a sudden, like he's, you know, he looks at us and sees the audience looking back at him and he's like, oh, is my hair okay? And like, he's terrified. He's actually terrified and trying really hard to hide it. And that, I think, is even funnier than seeing Jim Carrey do his thing. So let's watch back just this little section, okay? And let's focus on what Peter Greene does.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me. You're not going anywhere.
I think that's brilliant. It's a tiny detail, okay? It's a tiny detail. The spotlight is literally not on him. There is actually a spotlight on Jim Carrey. But he plays that so well. And it is this type of little touches that really make a character stand out. If we compare him to his goon, the bald guy, in that section he wasn't doing anything as near as interesting. And in general, he's not as interesting a character, interesting a performance, whereas Peter Greene's really gives us so much, even before when he was like oh fuck, like this, and then when he gets angry, like so many different colors and moments and nuances in his performance, even in a movie which is completely ridiculous, like The Mask. So thank you so much, Tyler, for recommending this. Guys, let me know what you think, as always, and if you have any other requests for different pieces of great acting, please write them in the comment down below. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified when I post a new video. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.